Hey everybody, it's Lee here from Coco Crochet Lee. Happy Friday to everybody, and thank you so much for joining me on Annie's Facebook page once again for our Friday weekly Stitch Social. We do this every single week, and what it means is that it's just an opportunity for everyone to grab whatever it is that they happen to be working on, whether it be crochet or knit or quilting or any kind of craft, and we just basically spend some time together, do some stitches, do some rows, do some cutting, do, whatever it is that you happen to be working on, and we chat together. So I would love to hear where you guys are coming in from. If you want to say hello in the comments and tell me where you're coming from, and also what it is that you are working on. I always love to hear everything that you guys are making. It's always really exciting to hear all of the wonderful projects that everyone is working on. Hi, Chris. Good morning to you and happy Friday. It's such a beautiful weekend here. The heat has finally kind of broken where I am. So it's in the kind of high 70s, which is beautiful for us. Hi, Brenda. Nice to see you. Hi, Carol from Arizona. Daisy, so nice to see you. Thank you so much. Where you're working on a market bag. Awesome. Jacqueline says, hi, Lee, waving in again from Ireland. Nice to see you, Jacqueline. Thank you so much for coming. I always get excited to see the familiar names that are popping up as we've been doing this for a few weeks now. So it's great to be able to see the familiar names that are coming for the Stitch Social on Annie's. I'm really excited that you're all here. Beth says, Indianapolis, Indiana just started another baby blanket. Perfect. It's the time of year for it. Hi, Kathleen from Florida. Kate says, you're looking great. Thank you. Love what you're making. Thank you so much. Hi, Teresa. Chris says, you're working on a 6-day kid blanket for your daughter for Christmas and a tunic for you. That's wonderful. I have a few whips going right now. I think I have about 4 going. And so this is one of them. It's a Tunisian design that I'm working on. And I kind of been bouncing back between different things for the past week or so, trying to get them all done at once. So when I get kind of tired of doing one, I'll pick up another one and work on it for a little while. And then I'll go back to it. So actually right now I have a few different things going. It's knitting, crocheting, and Tunisian crochet all going on at once, which is kind of fun. So I missed a few comments. I'm going to scroll back here. Bobby says, glad that I caught you. I probably won't be able next week. You're prepping for surgery. I hope it goes well and good luck to you. Donna says, hi from Buffalo, New York. Baby hats, that's what you're making. Laura says, Child's Errand cardigan. Oh, that's so wonderful. That'll be so nice and soft from Vancouver Island. Hi, Valerie. Susan says, hi from Georgia. Ripping today. Oh, no. I had to do that last night, actually, which is why I'm working on this whip instead of the one that I was working on last night, because I had to rip out something. I realized that I had been missing a row. So I understand your pain. That's not a great feeling for sure. Carol's working on a never-ending Afghan, and Kathy says, good morning. Valerie says, 6-day kid blanket, and Chris says, well, you've got more whips, but those are the main 2. I feel you on that. I think I have more as well hiding somewhere, but those are the main ones that I've been trying to work on. One of them is so close to being done. I've been knitting this one sweater for what seems like forever, and I just have to do one final seam on one side and then do the collar, but I just keep putting it off because I have other things to do. So it will get done eventually. Maybe in time for fall, I'll have a nice knitted sweater to wear. That would be great. Hi, Francis. You just finished the floral newborn hat and they loved it. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad that they liked it. Hi, Teresa. Baby blankets for a donation. Speaking of baby blankets, if you guys notice, there is a design that has been very popular from Annie's. It is the llama blanket and booty set, and it was featured in Crochet magazine for the last issue, not the current one but the one right before it, and I designed that one and it was really fun. So I wanted to show you guys one of the stitches that I featured in the llama baby blanket, because it's one of those stitches that just has a little bit of cush to it, a little bit of meat to it, you could say. And I really love using it for blankets because it just makes it really squishy and soft and cuddly. And I loved having it on my llama baby blanket design. So I'm going to put this down for 1 second and I'm going to show you guys how to do a stitch called the half double crochet slip stitch. So it's kind of a modified half double crochet. Now, for this tutorial, if you'd like to join me, you can use any size hook, any size yarn, and I'm just going to do a few stitches to show you guys what it looks like. Now, there are comments that appear in front of my hands. If you want those to go off to the side, you can swipe them off to the right, and then you can swipe them back in when you're ready to see those comments coming up again, or if you'd like to say something. But if you want to see what I'm doing with my hands, be sure to swipe those comments off to the side, and then you'll be able to see. So I'm going to start with just a 5mm crochet hook and some medium weight yarn. This medium weight yarn is on a lighter side, but literally you can use whatever yarn you want for this. It's just a little stitch demonstration so you can see how it's done. So I'm going to start by making a slip knot and putting my hook in, and we're just going to make a few chains just to get started so that we have a base for our stitches. So it doesn't matter how many, there's no repeat. It's just a single stitch, so it's not one of those ones where it's a stitch pattern where you need to have a certain amount of chains. Doesn't matter at all. So whatever number of stitches you do, we're going to do our first stitch in the third chain from the hook. So we're going to be skipping the first chain and the second chain, and because this is a bit of a taller stitch, we're going to go into the third chain from the hook. So we're going to start for a half double crochet slip stitch. We're going to start with a yarn over. You're going to insert your hook into that third chain from the hook, yarn over, and draw up your loop, just as if we were doing a half double crochet. But this is where it changes. Instead of yarning over and drawing through all three, we're going to take that first loop and drag it through the other two. Oh, I lost some of mine, hang on. So through the other two, and that's more of a slip stitch. So I'll show you guys again. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the next stitch, just as if we were to do a double crochet. It's kind of strange to hold it so far away from my face. So we're inserting, yarning over and drawing up a loop. And instead of yarning over and going through all three, you're going to bring that first loop through the other two to finish the stitch. And that's the half double crochet slip stitch. So when you're going back and forth, you're going to chain two to turn. And when you work your next row, you're going to do it in the back loops only. So when we're doing our next set of stitches, so let's take a look here. I'll do a couple more so that we can turn. So we're doing the half double crochet slip stitch. So we're slipping that loop through the first two. And let's say that I reach the end of my row, we're going to chain two, and we're going to turn. And now we're going to work in the back loops only. So you see you have those two loops. We're just working in one of them. We're working in the back loop only. So you're going to continue doing your half double crochet slip stitches across, but only working in the back loop only, and it's going to create a beautiful stitch definition. So I'm really excited for you guys to give it a go. If you'd like to see the llama baby blanket that I'm talking about, if you haven't seen a photo of it, there is a photo, there's a link in the title of this video where you can see the actual pattern and see the llamas. They're so cute, if you guys want to see a picture of it. But you end up with this beautiful ridge on your work, and it's just really squishy and cushy. So I really love this stitch. I've used it a few times on my designs, and it's one of my favorites for blankets. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. If you got it, if you tried it and you got it, send some hearts up on the screen so I know that you were able to do it, because it's always fun to be able to do stuff with you guys. And it's just really, it's one of those patterns that it's perfect for a baby shower or a new baby. The llama baby blanket and booty set. You get the pattern of the blanket and the booties both together. So lots of hearts are coming up. That's so great. If you guys would like to see more stitch tutorials, there is a link for free stitch videos from Annie's in the title of this video too. Amy says thank you, and Anne says hi from Milwaukee. Brenda says, well, that's pretty cool. Thanks. Susan says going to work on Christmas gifts. Oh, perfect. Medina says Hello. Hi. It's so nice to see everybody. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that little stitch tutorial and that you have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the sunshine if you have it. My family is doing some birthday events for my sister this weekend, so that should be pretty fun. And I will see you guys next Friday for Annie Stitch Social, where we're gonna do this again. So if you'd like to get a notification, hit the notification button on this screen where it'll tell you when Annie's goes live. So I'm really excited that you guys are here today. Thank you so much for joining me once again, and I will see you next Friday. Bye guys.